districts from all the 35 and now 36 states from our country. It is only because of your active participation we could able to reach more than 1.5 million schools spread over around 70,000 clusters and about 7,000 blocks across the country. We are also at the same time maintaining comprehensive profile of around more than about 8 million teachers. Very huge system. Large number of schools. At the one hand, we have states or union territories like Lakshadweep having only 44 or 46 schools. On the other hand, we have states like Uttar Pradesh having more than 240,000 schools imparting a school level of education. There are a good number of schools, states in our country which are having more than 100,000 schools. There are many states having more than 50,000 schools. But still there are a few number of states where the number of schools are much lower than the states which we have just mentioned. We believe that, and we all know that 2013-14 data collection was much smoother than the DICE 2012-13. 2012-13 was the first year during which we have launched and collected data from all the schools imparting school education from primary to upper primary, secondary, higher secondary level of education. Some coordination problems between different agencies involved in data collection were brought to our knowledge. Data sharing, somewhere some problem were there. Checking, distribution of forms, printing of the forms, sharing information or reports between the RMSA and SSA officers working at the different levels such as the state, district, block level. Gap of communication between different agencies involved in data collection 2012-13 were reported to us. But I am very happy to share with you that during the year 2013-14, many of these limitations which were highlighted in the year 2012-13 were not at all reported from any of the states. Maybe because of the time, we have resolved many of these management issues between us, and we are quite confident that during the present year 2014-15, the entire data collection process of unified DICE with 30th September 2014 as its date of reference will be much more smoother than in the previous years. The credit to this goes to all my friends, those who are working at the state level in all the 36 states, all my MIS coordinators, computer programmers, systems analysts working in more than 662 districts of our country, and now also many of our MIS officers working at the block level. Because many states, almost every state is having some computer professionals even at the block level. So the credit goes to all my friends, those who are working at all these levels for beautifully managing the entire 2013-14 data collection. Well friends, we have achieved a lot. All these points I used to say every time when I meet. Even though we have improved a lot, even the coverage has improved a lot, only few schools are yet to be covered, but still there are many issues, and they will continue to there. We can improve, we have improved, but improving the quality, consistency, coverage is not overnight that we can improve it. It is a very slow process. It will continue, it will improve at a very slow pace only. We are aware about our limitations. We also know how to improve the things. But as I already said, we have already said, it is a slow process and it will take its own time. Larger the MIS or the smaller is the MIS, the EMIS issues are the same. Lakshadweep is having the same issues as the UP is having. Maharashtra is having the same issues which is the Rajasthan is having. Or northeastern states are having the same MIS issues which the other states are having. Data capture format is not reached on time, it is not correctly filled in, it is not supplied well in time, sharing is a problem, checking is absolutely a problem still. Despite all our efforts, that the filled in DCF is not properly, optimally checked by our CRC, BRC, MIS coordinators at the state level, district level, and also at the national level. There are still a lot of scope for further improvement. Last year we have given year of establishment, some years, this year the same school, the year of establishment is changed. Many a times even the school category is changed. A few instances even the school management is changed. So despite all our achievements, there are many areas of concern and we are very much aware about all these concerns. This particular 2 days workshop is just to highlight what are these issues. We know only few issues, but you know more than us because you are directly connected to the field level officers, the school CRC and BRC coordinators and your MIS coordinators at the state district level. So you are much aware about realities at the ground level. So this particular workshop will further help us in improving the quality and consistency and coverage of our data. I just want to highlight a few issues for your consideration. But before that, I would also like to inform you that there are few important developments which have taken place at the national level. And you know better than me, is one important decision which the Ministry of Human Resource Development has taken recently is that all their future publications with regard to school education statistics from the year 2012-13 will based on DICE data, which means that the parallel collection of information system for selected educational statistics, which is renamed now, will discontinue and all the forthcoming statistical publications based on school education statistics will based on the DICE data only. That is the one important decision which is just now taken by the MHR. Not only this, it has also been decided that All India Education Survey will continue. As you all know, All India Education Survey is being conducted by NCERT. This All India Education Survey is the latest one. The date of reference was 30th September 2009, which means that they are supposed to disseminate 2009-10 data to All India Education Survey. But it is now decided that they will collect information only on those variables which are not school based. Number of habitations, having population 300 or 500 or 1000 or 500, having or not having schooling facilities within 1 kilometer or 3 kilometer or 5 kilometers, the variables which are not, please, the variables which are not part of the DICE or which are not school based, they will continue to collect information on those variables. But the variables which are available in the DICE and are school based, With the school-based information, name of a school, teachers, enrollment, this information, that facility, which will continue to be collected only by through the DICE. So this is the latest two developments. On the one hand, this is very happy aspect that DICE is now recognized even by the Ministry of Education, even though the DICE data is being used for both developing district elementary as well as secondary education plans for the last so many years. But now it has been decided that DICE would be the only source of information on the school education. So this is very important to all of us. Very proud moment for all of us, those who are involved in strengthening of management information system in our country. But at the same time, it is also very challenging. And our responsibilities are more than in the previous years. Because everything, entire country, there would be only one source of data, and that would be your district information system for education. There won't be any other source on regular basis. So we are going to be, it is going to be very important for us, but at the same time it is very challenging for all of us. Whatever we have achieved now, we want to ensure the continuation of our efforts, which look that the efforts are now sustained over a period of time across the country. So that is one important thing. In view of these developments, the data capture format 2014-15, there are few modifications. 2014-15 data capture format has already been made available at dice.in. A few friends might have already seen it, otherwise it is also given in your information notes. A few variables of All India Education Survey have been added to our 2014-15 data capture format. Only few variables. And many of these variables are related to secondary and higher secondary level of education. Whether the school is religious minority school, yes or no, and the type of minority, whether it is Muslim, Sikh, Jain, Christian, Parsi, Buddhist or any other, this is one addition in the year 2014-15 data capture format. Later on we will see that this is on the page number 11 of our data capture format. And then the second important addition is that pupils taught in mother tongue at primary level, yes or no. And then languages taught at the primary level. In DICE we have already about 19-20 languages of that was the medium of instructions, but we have kept the same codes up to 19 and 20, and then lifted the codes, remaining codes from the All India Education Survey, and they are just placed here. Then we also have added, we already have a question on whether the school arranged medical checkup of our students during the previous academic year or not. Now a new question is added on how many, what is the frequency of medical checkup. Then 4 or 5 facilities with regard to secondary schools are added, whether the school is having science lab, mathematics lab, social science lab, pre-vocational lab, they all are taken from the All India Education Survey. Then for the secondary schools we have also added 2 new questions. One, whether the school is having local area network or not. And the second is whether the school is having the printer or not. Then in the teachers column, I think it is O table. We have added one variable all the other variables will remain same. We will discuss all these things, but I just want to highlight at this point of time whether the teachers are trained in use of computer and teaching through computer, yes or no. This is not relevant only to second year. At second year we thought that let it be collected for all the teachers, because it will give us some idea about the teachers' training and whether their capability of teaching through computers in all the levels of education. Then finally, we have reintroduced one table, that is table J, that is the examination results. High level meeting held up in the ministry recently, and they have decided that let the examination results be reintroduced. Whether the school is conducting exams or it is through the CCE or that, the same questions they were available earlier, they are reintroduced, whether how many number of students appeared, number passed and passed with 60% and above marks in the terminal grade 4 or 5. We do not know still the terminal grade is 4 or not, but we have made option as it was earlier, terminal grade 4 and 5 and 7 and 8, and then boys and girls and ST, ST, OBC and general children. Because it was felt that DICE is very comprehensive in the nature, but so far as the student performance is concerned, not a single variable is there. It was also discussed that let the ASER or All India Education, the NCERT achievement test, whether they can be incorporated in the DICE or not, but after discussion it was decided that since the frequency of NCERT achievement test is different than the DICE, which is annual, then it is not conducted in all the districts, all the states, all the classes like that one. So finally it was decided to reintroduce the data capture examination results. Well friends, these are the only few additions. We have also decided at the national level that in the year 2014-15 we will not allow additional supplementary variables, but to continue with the supplementary variables which we used during the year 2013-14. Let it be streamlined, let it be established, then only during the next 2 to 3 years we will see whether the new supplementary variables can be added or not. Because our let it systematize, information is collected, and you ensure that collection information is used for the purpose which is for which the supplementary or additional variables were added. So we will continue with all these supplementary variables in the year 2014-15 also. As in the previous year, we will continue to print the data capture format from the software itself as we have used across the country in the year 2013-14, except in case of Rajasthan. For the regions not known to us, but year 2014-15, all the 35 states, they have reassured us, including Rajasthan, all the 36 states, that the data capture format will be printed only from the software. We have already requested you to send us the Hindi version of the data capture format as early as possible, and also a few in regional languages like, I think it is Gujarati and one more in Andhra or Telugu. So only 2 or 3 states. So you are also requested to share us the revised format with reference to the modifications, so that the data capture, the printing of the data capture format is smooth. Fortunately, unlike the last 2 years, this year the time with us is much more than in the previous years. We still have whole August, and September 30th is the date of reference, so we have a good number of days for us to get prepared ourselves, so as to ensure that data capture format is printed well in time. But before data capture format is printed, we will expose you to all of you are the users of the software. but I take this opportunity and request you to kindly update the master list. The school master list is still all our efforts. We started from 65,000 schools in 94, 95, and now we have reached to 1.5 million schools imparting school level of education, but still we are not sure what is the percentage of schools covered or how many schools are yet to be covered. Because the complete master list is not available to us in many states. About 25,000 unrecognized schools were also covered during the year 2013-14. Around 11,000 recognized and unrecognized madrasas were also covered under the DICE. Despite all our efforts, despite 1.5 million schools covered under the DICE, maybe there are many schools, a few schools under different managements, they are yet to be covered under the DICE. You know better than us. So before printing the data capture format, before we generate the data 2013-14 data into 2014-15, it is advised that we should update the master list. The schools which are closed down, the schools which are made operational during the year 2014-15 or currently, the schools which are upgraded from primary to upper primary, secondary to higher secondary, or primary to upper primary to elementary 1 to 8. So upgrading of the schools. There are schools which are yet to be covered under the DICE. Despite 1.5 million schools, a few schools are yet to be covered under the DICE, but we are of the opinion that majority of the government and government aided schools are already covered under the DICE. But still people used to say that private schools are not covered. This is not totally true. More than 300,000 private unaided and aided schools have already been covered under the unified DICE. But despite all our efforts, yes, a good number of schools might have been left out. So before printing, before generating the 2014-15 data, we have to ensure, we have to update our master list. And this information you can collect it. Our CRC coordinator, BRC coordinator, MIS coordinator, they all know. Okay, there are a few schools which are yet to be covered under the DICE. Otherwise, what would happen? A school is upgraded, but we don't have any information about that school. In our database, it is still primary school, primary only school having grade 1 to 4 or grade 1 to 5. So we will generate the data capture format, and it will reach to school having only 1 to 5 information concerning 1 to 5, and the school is upgraded to 1 to 8. So information regarding 6, 7 and 8 will not come through our data capture format. So if the school is upgraded, closed down, new schools are opened, or we have identified a few already operational schools, maybe under different managements, government aided, unaided, recognized, unrecognized, madrasas. We have to identify and update our data. Even though we have already generated the information, the scope is that we can also print the data capture format later also, but that is not an advisable, that is not good. But it would be better if we print the data capture format. At least we know the name of the school, type of a school, and the management, so that the school ID is given at the time of data capture format. So this is very important to us. Still, a few Kendriya Vidyalayas, Navodaya Vidyalayas, Central schools, Tibetan schools, Sainik schools, military schools, Kasturba Gandhi Vidyalayas, and other schools, a few of them are still uncovered. A little effort at this point of time will help us in further reaching more number of schools. But our problem is that we do not know exact number of schools. But our officers, those who are working at the district level and the lower levels, block levels, they all know. So while conducting this type of workshop at the state level, district level, block level, at the CRC level, you kindly highlight all these. So this is very important for all of us to ensure that during the year 2014-15, we must reach all uncovered schools. That is very important point for all of us. Well friends, we reached 1.5 million schools. We collected data well in advance. Data quality has also improved. Time lag in availability of the data, dissemination and data collection, it has also gone down. Data is now available in ready-to-use form. 2013-14 data, which was collected on 30 September 2013. You could able to finish the entire organization of 2013-14 data just in December or January. And it is very important and very happy aspect that almost every district or state plans under the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan as well as Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan program, they were based upon the 2013-14 data. Maybe it was the provision in the nature, but all the states, they could able to utilize the 2013-14 data. That is not a mean achievement. Even though some problems in the data is there, some limitations are there, but data is available with some limitations, and it was used during the year 2013-14 data was used in developing annual plans, which is not a mean achievement, and credit goes to you only. And our friends, those who are sitting at the district level, block level, our 1.5 million school headmasters or the respondents, is not a mean achievement. Well friends, data is collected. Somewhere we have shared the data. Many places we have not shared the data. Despite all our achievements, there is still further scope of data dissemination and data sharing. Forget about the data checking by the CRC. We are not talking about that one. But so far as the data sharing is concerned, even though it has improved, but it is not optimal. There is further scope of data sharing. Unless until we share the data optimally with all those who are involved and interested in school level of education, the data quality cannot be. Even though some attempts have been made across the country, data sharing is much better than the earlier previous years, but still it is not at all it is not optimal, and there is good scope of further improvement. We have to ensure during the year 2014-15 that data is optimally shared. It can be shared at various platforms. It can be shared at different levels. It can be shared first with the BRC and CRC. Let it be shared between the RMSA and SSA. Let it be shared between both the MIS coordinators at the district level, if they are there, or at least at the state level. Generate all the reports from the software. District-wise reports, block-wise reports. A few states, they have generated block-wise reports and come out with their own publications. So it should be shared with all those concerned, because sharing and dissemination plays a very important role so far as further improving the quality of our data. There is no shortcut method. If we share the data, if we highlight if we disseminate the data optimally, the chances are that someone will use the data. If someone is using the data, definitely fingers will be raised about the quality, consistency and coverage of our data. There is no other shortcut method. This is the only way we can further improve the data. So sharing should also given full emphasis during the year 2014-15, even though we have attempted in the previous year, but still there is need to further strengthen it. Well friends, we could able to we ensure that the data capture format reaches well in time to our schools. Generally, states do not face much difficulty in ensuring that the data capture format is reached to our schools well in time. In some states, data capture format distribution is jointly handled both by RMSA and SSA officers, which is the ideal situation. It is up to the state as how to arrange the data distribution, how to fix the responsibilities of both RMSA and SSA officers, those who are involved in unified tax. By and large, we do not no problem is reported from across the country, but we believe that it can further be smoother, so as to ensure that we reach all the schools. Between RMS and SSA, you can see how best we can further improve the printing of the data capture format as well as the distribution of the data capture format. Let us suppose that before that we will arrange the sharing workshop at the district level, state level and the block level also. Now we presume that the data capture format is reached to all our CRC coordinators. Many times or most of the time CRC is responsible only for the elementary level of education. But they can also be imparted in checking the data capture format of secondary and higher secondary schools. Only few schools are there. Through government orders in the previous year, we have ensured that some orders are issued so as to make accountable the CRC coordinators with particular reference to ensure that the school data capture format reach to all the schools falling under his or her jurisdiction. Number two, if there are new schools opened or some uncovered schools are there, the CRC coordinators will be made accountable to ensure that all such schools are reported to the block or MIS, district MIS coordinators so as to update the database before the data is generated for the year 2014-15. We are of the opinion that in most of the places thorough data checking is not taking place by the CRC. It is very casual. It has routinized. It has become a routine activity at all the levels. I do not know whether you agree with me or not, but while sitting at the national level, we have seen that maybe the reason is that we have streamlined everything, so there are no problems, nothing is there, everything is very smooth. But one important thing which I noticed by many of our friends working at the grassroots levels, that the data capture format, the first level where it should be thoroughly checked is the CRC level, which is not optimal. You can ensure this year further emphasize the CRC coordinators check all these forms. There is an improvement, definitely, but still there is a scope for further improvement which can be achieved only through you and the CRC, BRC and block level officers. That is very important to all of us. Because many times we see absurd results. Still all our achievements, if you see the school-wise information, you will notice that there are many inconsistency in our data. कोई शर्म नहीं है कहने में, मानने में कि हमारे डेटा में अभी भी कमी है. Absolutely, हम कभी नहीं कहते कि data is free from all the errors. If we say that data is free from the errors, then there would be no scope of further improvement. We know what are the limitations and we are trying our level best to further improve the quality of data. And the CRC is the only level where we can further ensure the improvement in the quality of data. There is no other level. But many places the CRC is not there. Posts are lying vacant. Or CRC is responsible only for the elementary level of education. They are not responsible for the secondary level of education because they may or may not able to reach or enter higher secondary or secondary schools or like that. But we can take some initiative so as to ensure that the data capture format reaches to all the schools falling under the CRC, which are about 25 to 30 at the most, and format and uncovered schools are also reported by the CRC before printing of the data capture format from the software and thorough checking of the filled in data capture format. I just mentioned a few points for your consideration. In many schools, you will not believe there are more than one headmaster. Data is yours, data is mine, data is ours, and we all are responsible for this. Many schools reported more than one headmaster, which is just impossible. Similarly, we know the limitations, we know the problems, why it is like that. The longitudinal and latitudinal data in most of the schools are not at all available. Which is none of the fault of our respondents, because no instrument is given to them or like that one. But there are many states, they have taken initiatives to develop the geographical information system, like Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Gujarat, Karnataka, Punjab, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. There are many states where these longitude and latitudes are available in ready to use form. So kindly ensure during the year 2014-15, Tamil Nadu also, that all these longitude, latitudes which are available should be reported either through the data capture format, or you provide us these longitude and latitude with a school code, so that we will input all these longitude and latitude in our database. They are available in most of the states, but they are not coming through from our data capture format. I do not hesitate in admitting that most or many of these longitude and latitude data is not correct. When we tried this in one of the states to plot this on the map, unfortunately, I am sorry to say, one of the schools was located in one of the Russian countries. Some other school was located as per the longitude and latitude in some other country, Singapore or like that. So that has cautioned us that this data should not be shared with anyone. Our school headmasters are not faulty, because we have not provided them the instrument to capture. But now you can capture this in the mobile, you can capture it in Google or like that one. But we can make an effort to ensure that the longitude and latitude figures are optimally, correctly reported by our schools. And if it is not possible, you kindly provide us with the school ID in the Excel. We can insert it from outside. That was the second variable. In many states, in many schools, teachers are shown to be taught students more than 7 hours a day. तो कैसे possible है यार? 7 घंटा एक दिन में, कहीं तो 8-8 घंटा भी है, 10-10 घंटा भी है. अरे 24 घंटे में से 10 घंटा स्कूल में हम रहते हैं क्या हमारा टीचर? इसका मतलब है कि this information is not optimally being supplied by our schools. And when we calculate a good other indicators, these absent results are always highlighted, and we are nowhere in discussing or sharing this information with anyone. That is also one of the very important limitations with us. Many schools, despite all our efforts, they have not given the type of school, whether it is boys' school or co-ed school or girls' school. Their number is also very high. We are not talking at this stage inconsistency in enrollment or decline in enrollment or like that one. We will also like to highlight that one also. Then instruction days is also very important to us because of the right to education. 200 and 220 days are specified for primary and upper primary schools. But unfortunately, a large number of schools, they report number of instruction days only in 2 digits. If it is true, we don't have any problem. We are not saying that make it 3 digits. No. If it is 2 digits, let it be 3 digits, 2 digits only. But let it be thoroughly checked. Because when we calculate the average number of instruction days at the primary stage and upper primary stage, unbelieving indicators or number of days are coming out, which cannot be like that one. And the range of number of instruction days is very high. In Kerala, it is more than 200. In Maharashtra, it is 220 or 230 or like that one. Variations are there. Before, we were also said by one of the states that this data is not good. Don't publish it. In our state, we have a policy that the schools, primary school, upper primary school, should function for 220 days. That is a policy, but that is not reflected in the data. In the data, it is only 200 days, 180 days, 175 days. Maharashtra reported to me. Our policy is 220 days. unless until it is reflected in the data, we cannot say policy is okay. Policy is universal elementary education. That is a policy. But real situation is of children used to drop out from our system. That is, a good number of repeaters are there. Everyone is not retaining. Whosoever reach grade 5 is not transiting to grade 6. So these all are the policy: universal elementary education, universal access, universal enrollment, universal quality of education, universal retention. These all are policy. We want to achieve it. But unless until this is reflected in the data, we cannot say that the number of instruction days in Maharashtra or other states is 220, or we do not know. So kindly give emphasis this year that the number of instruction days are not, if it is already, it is really less than in 2 digits, let it be 2 digits, but please check it and see whether it is true to extent possible. Because this is also one of the very important RT parameter. Then sanction teachers is always less than the number of teachers in position. It may have the valid reasons. Sometimes maybe the sanction position is not a school based, or a school do not have the information on like that one. That is also one of the variables. Then constitution of the school management committee in case of elementary level of education, and school development, SDMC in case of secondary, higher secondary. Many places the information is not correctly, optimally being supplied, or the composition of SMC or SDMC is also not properly supplied to our database. Then there are many RT related variables are there. 25% to the economically weaker section of the society is one of the important variables. But if we analyze the situation, the big picture which emerges is unbelievable. Only few students are given admission to this. The independent sources says that the number is much larger than reported in the DICE data. So we also have to focus on this, how many schools EWS children approach for admission and how many of them are actually given admission in grade, the lowest grade. It is not grade 1 now. Previously year, in the initial year, it was thinking that the 25% reservation quota is only for the grade 1. But many of the schools are not having grade 1. They are having grade 6 as the lowest grade, or grade 5 as the lowest grade, highest grade is grade 8. But later on it was clarified that whatever is the lowest grade of a particular school, in that particular grade, the 25% EWS reservation is to be. So that information is also not coming through. Then out of school children, whether some efforts are made to identify out of school children, some survey is made or not. How many of them are given special training of 3 months to 2 years and then made to sit in the age appropriate grade? This information is this. I think this is the 4th year. This would be the 5th year of RT now. We have revised it in the year 2010-11. 2010-11, 11-12, 12-13 and 14-15 would be the 4th year of RT. But information on many of these RT variables is not coming is not reported by our school headmasters or respondents. Maybe because of the reason that many of these activities are yet to take place, or maybe because of the fact that because of the awareness or this or that reason, this information is not being fully supplied to our respondents. I do not know whether you are aware about the RT grading in our school report card or not. All the 1.5 million schools which are having grade 1 to 8 are now having one RT grade. We have identified 10 RT parameters. Student classroom ratio, teacher classroom ratio, pupil teacher ratio, then drinking water, ramp, electricity, boundary wall, and a few other indicators. And each school is given a RT rating. If you analyze this situation, this information of 1.45 million schools imparting elementary level of education, you will see that only in case of 8 to 9% schools are having all the 9 facilities. Rest of the schools are not having 8 facility or 7 facility or 4 facility or 3 facility. You may like to go through this later on and see while developing the next year annual plan. You may like to consider distribution of these schools which are having or not having these facilities, so as to ensure that all the facilities are now provided to all our schools. These are only few of the many limitations which we have come across. But apart from these few variables which we have now mentioned, as usual, I just want to further emphasize that still our enrollment is not free from errors. Still, many places our enrollment is not consistent. Lower is the level of analysis, higher would be the inconsistency in enrollment. If we analyze the enrollment over a period of time or in a particular year at the school level, we will see that enrollment has gone down. If there are valid reasons of decline in enrollment, absolutely no problem. If enrollment in a particular grade, let us suppose 2 is more than enrollment in grade 1 previous year and there are valid reasons, we don't have any problem. But we should know the reasons. Analyze the situation. When you compare the field in data capture format, just see, compare it with the last year. We all have the data capture format with the CRC on the school level and see the correctness of the enrollment data. I need not repeat every time that enrollment by category, enrollment by medium of instruction and enrollment by age and grade, they never match. You analyze the data at the district level, less inconsistency will be seen. If you analyze at the state level, much less inconsistency will be seen. If you analyze at the national level, you will still see only in case of few states, 5-6 states, inconsistency. But we know that if we analyze the situation with regard to the enrollment, all the 3 type enrollment and compare the grade-wise enrollment with the previous grade-wise enrollment, you will see lot of inconsistency in enrollment. This can be checked, verified, corrected only through your efforts and our officers working at the state level, district level, cluster level, and also at the school level. There is no other media through which we can further improve this. This is very important to all of us. Similarly, last year we have added enrollment by religious minority. Other than Muslim, we added Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Christian and other minorities. In most of the places, this information is also not correctly or optimally supplied. And the gap between this one and the enrollment by category is very huge. Wide gap is there between the two. Something wrong. Something in many places the enrollment by minority is not optimally supplied by our schools. Then we have the age grade matrix. Age grade matrix is very important to us, where on the one column we have the age below 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. On the column we have the grade 1 enrollment, grade 2, grade like that one, that is the age grade matrix. Many times this information is not correctly and optimally supplied by our school headmasters because of the limitations of computing or converting date of birth into the age distribution of the children. Various methods were suggested and are being used across the country. Some tables are developed by some states. If the child, the age of birth year is less than 2003, automatically it would be less than this or like that one. So some tables, some Excel sheets are also available and which are in practice across the country. You may also like to share it with your school headmaster, CRC and BRC. A few of them are also available at DICE.in under the best practices. you may also like to share with us the best practices which you have adopted in your state, because we want to share, we want to ensure that your best practices reach to all the remaining states. The efforts which you have made should not confine only to your state. Let it reach to all the states across the country so that it will help us in further improving the quality of our data, consistency and like that. These are only a few points for your consideration. At this stage of point, we will continue to add and share with you many other points which will help us in further improving our quality and coverage. This is for now only. And after the tea break, we will reassemble here and see what is the program for the next 2 days. And we also want to your contribution in sharing your experience with us so far as the software is concerned, how you use the software, what are your suggestions with regard to data entry or generation of the data into the next year data, or printing of the data capture format, or data entry or consistency or report module. So after tea break, I will request you to give your names for some of the themes so that you can also highlight, come here and present how you use the software in your state and what are your suggestions. Apart from this, we have also kept a session where you can present your state position with regard to a number of points which we have highlighted, we have shared with you. We sent mail to you. Again, it is also presented in information note, and we will see how best we can utilize this information. More specifically, the planning for the 2 days we will discuss and share after the tea break. Thank you very much. And we will also take your opinions, your suggestions, your comments, your observations. So with the sole objective to further streamline the data collection during the year 2014-15, which can be improved only through your active participation, which is very active during the last few years. And we ensure that you will continue to play a very important, vital role in the coming 2014-15, the 30th September 2014 as the state of Massachusetts. Thank you very much for giving